Radical youth. A radical youth. Living in a radical world, reaching a radical people. A radical youth. Living in a radical world, reaching a radical people. A radical youth. Living in a radical world, reaching a radical people. You can sit there. What does that mean? A radical youth. Living in a radical world, reaching a radical people. That sounds like a lot of radicals to me. I'm going to take my time because I want you to understand this. We had our annual shut-in, and I was in charge of the youth hour. And God was heavy upon my heart. I said, God, what is it you want me to tell your youth? And he said, I want a radical youth, living in a radical world, reaching a radical people. And I said, God, you got to explain to me what that means. It sounds like a lot of radicals to me. He said, a radical youth. A radical youth is someone who stands against the grain. What does it mean to be radical? When you're a radical, that means you are against everything everyone else says is supposed to happen. You are radical, meaning you stand firm in what you believe in, what you know to be certain when you're radical. When you're radical, that means it may not always be easy to fit in because how you fit in and what you think is supposed to happen and how it's supposed to happen will not fit with the in crowd when you're radical. When you're radical, that is not just in what you believe, but it's what you say. It's what you do when you're radical. When you're radical. I said, okay. So if that means that I am set apart, and when I go places I may not always fit in, and I'm radical, why is it sometimes I go around the people who say they're also radical, and they can cheer for their team, and they can cheer for their school, and they can cheer for their mom and their dad, but the moment somebody says something negative about God, they sit down. But they're radical. You're cool, but I can't see you, so you know what? I think that one's a little bit cooler, and I can get there. So I'm going to just hustle. I'm going to just do my thing. And you know what? I'll meet you on the other side. When I get there, God, I'm connected. But sometimes, when we stick our foot down just a little bit, we find we're in sinking sand, quicksand. And now our foot is getting stuck. And the more I move, the deeper I get into it. So now I'm back and forth. I'm back and forth. I'm back and forth. You say, God, one Sunday, oh God, I praise you. Yes, Jesus. Oh, and we fall on the floor and we cry and it's not, and our eyes are bloodshot red. And the moment we are at the door, you forgot you was even in church. You forgot it was Sunday. Because you ain't coming to Tuesday and Thursday Bible study. Oh, you crazy. Sunday is just enough for me. Right? So, because how dare we, you talk about open my Bible? Huh, I thought we were doing it on Sundays. Oh, I'm not going to open my Bible. I'm just going to, listen to everybody else read it. I'll never have to carry my Bible. I know John 3:16, and I know John 11:35. Jesus wept. That's good enough for me. So, when we go out into the world, it's easy to get tempted to go the other way because I have nothing in me to sustain me from getting to the quicksand. All right. I have nothing within me to say, oh, you know what, you may want to stop right there because. And then you start thinking about the consequences and go, the end result don't look too nice, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and do my own thing. Something about the matter of a heart. In Proverbs, and I encourage you to read Proverbs, has 31 chapters. Do it as a devotional, read one chapter a day. But it always talks about the matters of the heart. And something about a heart. The Bible says in Proverbs chapter 4, verse 23, verse 23, it says, above all else, guard your heart. For, you ready? For it causes everything we do. That's New Living Translation. That means, be careful what you put into your heart. Be careful what you listen to. Be careful what you read. Be careful what you see, because it goes into your heart. And when it goes into your heart, it causes everything you do. Amen. Because just 1 hour of Sunday is not going to be enough for the 6 days you're out there. The music that we're going to sleep to, the music that we're riding in the car to, the music we sit on the bus to, that's getting hidden in our heart. And so we want to say, you know, God says, I keep my mouth shut. But that song says, because I hear that song in the background, and I'm ready to. The Bible says also in Proverbs chapter 27, verse 19, as the face is reflected in water, so is the heart of a man. Meaning, just like you see your face in the water, your heart is a reflection of who you are. So you may put on a front, but the people who know what your heart is really like will see in 5 minutes what you're really about. Everything I deposit into my life, everything I watch, it's so easy. And Minister Powell talked about that the first Sunday. It's so easy to sit down and in less than a minute have all these images put into your mind, and now they're rolling through your head. Some of y'all can tell me commercials, songs to commercials. You can tell me what deal. I used to be like that. I could tell you the song from beginning to end, what deal you can get and what day you can get it on, what day you can go to Chili's and get the 2 for $50. I could tell you all of it. I love the song. I thought it was cool. Then I realized, what am I putting in this song? This is my heart, and this is me. The Bible says that I should abstain from wild parties. But I heard my best friend, this is my best friend, she's having a party and it's her birthday. I have to go. My Bible says, go this way. But my heart says, because what I reflected in my heart, I got to be at my best friend's party. So if every time I, right? Okay, let's try this one. Me and my heart, okay, we got Jesus in our life, yes. I prayed, yes, Jesus, I'm there, I'm at the cross. But, oh, child. Because my heart says he got to be this foot, he got to be this tall, and he got to look like this, and he said hi. That's all he had to say to me was hi. That's what I put in my heart. My heart can say I love God, but if I see the opposite and it's in my heart, I'm going to go. Talked about when he helped all those people, said, crucify him. They said, but he's a murderer, crucify him. We don't care. He can die. I don't care about him. He can die. And he had the power to say, I'm out. I'm going to heaven. Because I already know what I got to go through. Yet he stayed and he prayed till blood came out of his pores. He prayed. And yet he knew what he had to do and went through it. I thank God I ain't the one that got to save you, because I don't know if I could have did it. Some of us won't even forgive when somebody don't give us $5 back. Some of us won't forgive after somebody will say, I'm joking, and you know they weren't joking. Some of us won't forgive because you didn't say hi to me last night. Some of us won't even forgive because you looked at me funny and all they had was an eyelash in their eye. And yet God, who didn't do anything wrong, and helped all those people, sit up on a cross. And as people gambled for his clothes, the last he had, after they beat him and made him carry his own cross, made fun of him. This is the King of the Jews. They made fun of him while he was dying. And he said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. He still forgave as he's dying on the cross. Woo! Nails put through his wrist. I know you see it through his hands, but there's a bone right here. And that's how he kept his weight on. He didn't get tied with the rope. No, he got nails. Put through his wrist and put through his feet. And had to press up every time to breathe. I'm pretty sure that even though we like to see smooth crosses, that cross wasn't very smooth. So he's got open flesh, no flesh on his back, and has to press up. And the splinters go into his skin, into his muscle, so he can breathe. And he still said, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And on